Hi, and welcome to Moonlight Witchery. This is going to be a free reading for Capricorn for the week of February 7th to 14th, 2019. I'm also going to be using an R-rated deck, so those of you who are under the age of 18, you must leave this video now and return when we're not using this deck. I'm going to be using the deck of the Sexual Tarot Magic, and it has explicit imagery, so if you're offended by that, you can also leave this channel right now and come back at another time when we're not using them. And we're also going to be using the Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. So let's see, Capricorn. Whoa, I wanted to jump out right away. These cards. I had it. Past, present, and future now. The shadow side of self. So in the past, we have the Four of Pentacles. In the present, we have the Knave of Wands. In the future, we have Pentacle, Three of Pentacles. And in the shadow aspect of things, we have the Queen of Wands. In the past, we have the Ace of Chalices in the present. Your present's looking pretty good here. Cards got turned around. Capricorn, I gotta tell you, from the last couple of readings that I've had, I feel like some things have changed up and you're living in a very good situation. So let's just see what the shadow aspect is of the future. I feel like all these cards seriously want to jump out, and it's just like there's a lot of information that wants to come out for Capricorns for some reason right now. Maybe a reading is a good idea for you. Okay, so boy oh boy, I'm going to show you the cards that we got going on here, and it feels to me like there is so much sexual energy happening. And in the past, however, I feel like you've sort of stepped into your own with sexual energy. I feel like there's been a shift with Capricorns concerning this. Actually, with everybody, it's filtered down, but I feel especially with you Capricorns, you're sort of mastering things you don't want. I feel like you've been in relationships in the past that you've always been the one that is caretaking. You've always been the one that makes sure everything's looked after, all the things are in order. And I feel like it's exhausted you in the past. I feel like you're always putting on a show. You're always the one putting the effort in. And when I see these two cards together, you know, with the present, the past, and the shadow aspect of it, I feel like, you know, you're constantly putting on for somebody, yet it's done from your heart and you want to, but you don't want it to be taken for granted. And I feel like past relationships, there have been things that have been taken for granted. Or if you're even in an existing one, actually, I'm not really differentiating between any types, whether you're single, attached, or with someone that you're not, you know, you're just starting a new relationship. I feel like you've always had this in the past. So you are now in a position, like I said, where there is a lot of passion in your life. There's a lot of new beginnings. I feel like there's a lot of new relationships. And you know, there may be a little bit of underhandedness in the future. I feel like for those of you that are in a new relationship, it's concerning the way they look at themselves. They don't feel good enough. They feel like they're always in competition with those around them, yet they really have no reason to be. They're maybe a little suspicious of you. They may be a little over passionate, get a little obsessed with you, I feel, Capricorn. So just, you know, keep your boundaries in check, I feel. And I feel like this new relationship is a really good thing. There's a lot of communication, and because there's a lot of communication, I feel like there's a lot of love when you have communication. But I'm also seeing maybe you're the one doing a lot of the communicating. And I feel like maybe what you can do in the present moment is to sit back and listen to the person that you're partnered with. And I feel like you may see some things that you don't particularly like, that you never noticed before. So I feel like being more observant in this week is more what the advice is from the angelic realm, I would say. Also, and I'm also feeling through this tarot deck the energy of caution. Everything may not be as it seems. Everything isn't so perfect yet. It's all perfect. It's fine. It's just, don't be surprised when a few little secrets come out, I feel, at the end of this week, and especially during Valentine's Day, I feel. But yet your Valentine's Day is very passionate and very romantic. I almost feel like your partner might want to try some different sexual things also, and they don't know if you're open to it, so they may try to do it in a sneaky way. And I'm going to tell you, if you're not open to it, you better put a stop to it right away. But if you're open to it, you may want to explore that avenue, and it may be a little bit of fun for you. But I almost feel like, not that I'm, advocating one way or the other, but I feel like I don't know if this is good or healthy for your relationship per se in the long run. So, make those choices wisely, Capricorn. And I feel like it depends on you, and it depends on your partner on whether or not, that's something to explore for yourself. Let's take a look at the romance angel cards of what advice they have to say for these relationships concerning Capricorn on February 7th to 14th. A lot of the same cards are coming out for everybody, and it's very interesting how this is coming about. Very many people are in unison within their love life. Obviously different scenarios, but I feel like if you're feeling maybe like, oh my God, am I the only person going through this? Know this, Capricorn, you're not the only person going through this. So I feel like where these things need to be deciphered is, we have career and finances, love yourself first, and we have passion. So I feel like in the past you have neglected your career and finances, thinking that the relationship needs to be stable first. I feel like family is very important to you, and when those things are stable, then you can love yourself, you can spoil yourself, you can take care of yourself, and you can have passion to look after somebody else. So this passion card here is talking a lot about what I'm seeing in the reading is a lot of sexual activity for you, Capricorn. And if you're not experiencing that, I feel like you're desiring that. There's something that you're desiring, and this is a burning and feeling inside that you want a proper relationship. You don't want to have any false masks anymore. And so some of the things that you're going to discover about your partner, I'm feeling like maybe some of their sexual fantasies are beyond what you would normally, beyond your normal scope. So I feel like, it's really up to you and whether you want to explore this. Even sometimes, just talking about it I feel like brings passion into your life, into your partner's life. So how you handle this is totally up to you, but I feel like this is something that has sparked something in you that is exploratory, no matter what relationship you're in. And I feel like it is very important to have self-respect of the utmost is the importance, and to not lose sight of your career and finances. This didn't come out by accident. This has nothing to do with career and finances, but I feel like right now it's all good because you're feeling goodness and you're loving yourself first. You're like, no, I'm not going to accept this. Yes, this is okay in my life. And you know what? I want to explore this. I want to check this out. I want to check that out. Well, what about this? You're getting a little bit curious. And I feel like this is part of the cycle right now of the moon phases that are affecting you. So I feel like, just talk about it. Have some temperance concerning it. Self-love, self-care, but talk about your passions. Talk about things that maybe you're afraid to talk about with this partner, that you've never talked about with anybody else before. And I do feel that this brings a really loving bond. And I do also feel, Capricorns, that finances are important to you right now, and you want to keep what you have. So you're looking at possible partners that they are able to match your level of energy when it comes to what you can do, because you want to participate more. I'm seeing this more and more with relationships, that people want relationships now that they are kind of more at the same level. And you know, there was a lot of rescue stuff going on in the past, I'd say 10, 12 years of, oh, I'm gonna be with someone that I need to help. And now I feel like, no, people are switching that mindset. It's exhausting, it's draining, and they're realizing it's not the way to be. You don't give all of yourself. You give what you can when you look after yourself and you nurture yourself first. So this is the sort of things that I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. I hope that this is helpful, and the message is to keep that passion and, you know, keep that energy of joy and happiness in your heart. And then I feel like everything you'll attract magnetically what you need for this time of your life. And I feel like this Valentine's Day is very passionate and good. So happy Valentine's Day, and make some wise choices, Capricorn. You got a good head on your shoulders, and you have a lot to offer this world. So make sure when you're giving it that it's well received. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So very much have a happy Valentine's Day, and we'll talk to you again. Bye for now, Capricorn.